Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you can see my screen, and I'm very excited to connect with you all and share my knowledge that I have gained from past few years in working in the Google's and the IT sector. A very warm welcome, all of you, and we will going to see and enjoy how Google is impacting this today's AI and machine learning, Google, how they are using this artificial intelligence and machine learning to impact the whole world. I'm Amit Dhomne, and nowadays we all are using artificial intelligence and machine learning, right? So before going to that, just wanted to give my a small introduction to you. As sir said, I am a he has already introduced me. So I just wanted to tell I have a working in experience of in Google as well as I work in Oracle, and I have a more than 3 year experience, and I have a lot of students of at worldwide. I taught more than 2000 students, and I deliver lectures and webinars in various institutes, and we will going to continue today the same. So this, let's start about our journey, like Google, how they are using it to enhance the machine learning and artificial intelligence, and how they are developing an applications. So are you really interesting to learn about this artificial intelligence and machine learning, and how this Google they are using it? So let's start. So as you know, Google has occupied a lot of product like Google Drive, Gmail, Google App, Google Pay, lot of applications they have developed, and you are using also in your day-to-day life. But have you ever deep thinking on that, or have you ever analyzed it, how that Google is making that applications, how their applications are built, and how we are using that efficiently in a mobile as well as in our desktops or like in a different platforms. So we all work together in a Google company. I will going to tell you how this Google developer they work on these various products, like whether it's Gmail, Google Gmap, artificial intelligence, how we are using it, and to develop various applications. So what is an artificial intelligence? Before going to that, in short, I just wanted to tell you, artificial intelligence is adding an intelligence on the machine, and that intelligence is equal to like a human being, and even more than that. That intelligence we're going to see like how you are using this application that are based on machine learning and like a deep learning and artificial intelligence, and how you are using it in your day-to-day life. So let's start it. Before going to tell before going into the deep, I just wanted to tell you how the machine learning or a deep learning we are using it. So you can see this so let me show you one video, and based on that we will going to uh, like uh, see how the videos are working. And let's start what actually the artificial intelligence is. So you will come to know like what is an AI. So let's start.
Artificial intelligence for people in a hurry. The easiest way to think about artificial intelligence is in the context of a human. After all, humans are the most intelligent creatures we know of. AI is a broad branch of computer science. The goal of AI is to create systems that can function intelligently and independently. Humans can speak and listen to communicate through language.
Okay, thanks.
This is the field of speech recognition. Much of speech recognition is statistically based, hence it's called statistical learning. Humans can write and read text in a language. This is the field of NLP, or natural language processing. Humans can see with their eyes and computer vision. Computer vision falls under the symbolic way for computers to process information.
So before going into the ahead, I just want to tell how this artificial intelligence impact the world. So this videos is based on that, like how we are using different kind of technologies in artificial intelligence. So don't go on the keyword as of now. Just think like how this what do you mean by artificial intelligence? So artificial intelligence is like a intelligence. That means you are impacting or you are ingesting or on the machine, you are training the machine like robots and all based on the intelligence that is artificially you created it. So this videos is based on that, and just see it.
Recently, there's been another way, which I'll come to later. Humans recognize the scene around them through their eyes, which create images of that world. This field of image processing, which even though is not directly related to AI, is required for computer vision. Humans can understand their environment and move around fluidly. This is the field of robotics. Humans have the ability to see patterns, such as grouping of like objects. This is the field of pattern recognition. Machines are even better at pattern recognition because they can use more data and dimensions of data. This is the field of machine learning. Now let's talk about the human brain. The human brain is a network of neurons, and we use these to learn things. If we can replicate the structure and the function of the human brain, we might be able to get cognitive capabilities in machines. This is the field of neural networks. If these networks are more complex and deeper, and we use those to learn complex things, that is the field of deep learning. There are different types of deep learning in machines, which are essentially different techniques to replicate what the human brain does. If we get the network to scan images from left to right, top to bottom, it's a convolution neural network. A CNN is used to recognize objects in a scene. This is how computer vision fits in, and object recognition is accomplished through AI. Humans can remember the past, like what you had for dinner last night. Well, at least most of you. We can get a neural network to remember a limited past. This is a recurrent neural network. As you see, there are two ways AI works. One is symbolic based and another is data based. For the database side, called machine learning, we need to feed the machine lots of data before it can learn. For example, if you had lots of data.
So guys, what we are talking here about, see, whatever the intelligence that human have, whatever the intelligence that human have, they are impacting the same thing on the machine. Like we can easily learn, right? Like we can learn swimming, we can learn like in our day-to-day life, whatever we learn new things, right? We practice and we learn. So same thing this video is telling. I think might be some audio was not coming, so I'm just telling you like how this video is. This video is completely based on how you add intelligence to the machine, whether it robot, and how like your mobile also how intelligent enough to show you the route on the road, to direction on the road, right? While just like you might have traveled in Ola cab, right? How you can find out the path. So like this videos is based on that, which is telling like how you can use this video. And these all are, you can see, speech recognition, object recognition. I will going to explain in the upcoming slide. So what do you mean by this artificial intelligence? Just think that intelligence you are adding artificially on the robots or like a machine. Not only the robot but different kind of machines. Those machines are not intelligent like a human being. Just like we have a brain, we have a brain that is given to us like a by birth, we have that. But machine, how we are adding brain to it, how we make intelligent, so they can take decision. Like calculator is an intelligent, then like they can do calculation more faster than us, right? How they programmed, we programmed it. That is called an artificial intelligence, right? Means how the machine, they are doing faster job than a human being and doing the calculation. So here in this video we are looking the same thing.
Data for sales versus advertising
And
spend.
just see this.
You can plot that data to see some kind of a pattern. If the machine can learn this pattern, Then it can make predictions based on what it has learned. While one or two or even three dimensions is easy for humans to understand and learn, machines can learn in many more dimensions, like even hundred or thousands. That's why machines can look at lots of high dimensional data and determine patterns. Once it learns,
Pattern, do you know, means here what they're saying, machine, they will use the unique pattern on the each person. Like for example, almost 500 suppose audience today they are attending the workshop. Each human being are different from other, right? Like their faces are a little different, right? Their characteristics are different. So how machine they can identify pattern in that? That is we are talking about. We are just telling, don't go in much deep. I will going to obviously tell this thing. It's just an introductory video which is telling like what is pattern, speech recognition, object recognition, what do you mean by face recognition. So these are like that, but we will obviously see in the deep. Let's complete this video first.
these patterns, it can make predictions that humans can't even come close to. We can use all these machine learning techniques to do one of two things: classification or prediction. As an example, when you use some information about customers to assign new customers to a group, like young adults, then you are classifying that customer. If you use data to predict if they're likely to defect to a competitor, then you're making a prediction. There's another way to think about learning algorithms used for AI. If you train an algorithm with data that
So this is call about an AI. You can see inside computer science subjects, we said, like computer science means the science behind how the computer is working. So in order to make computer intelligent, we use artificial intelligence. Okay, like how the computer is responding, how the computer is intelligently doing your calculation. That is based on artificial intelligence and machine learning. You can see I round it off here. That is a part of AI. Machine learning is a part of an AI, artificial intelligence, that will going to use for various application like speech recognition, object recognition, face recognition. They all comes under artificial intelligence. And we will do image processing also, like face recognition is based on your image, right? So this is they are talking about. Let's see it first.
also contains the answer, then it's called supervised learning. For example, when you train a machine to recognize your friends by name, you'll need to identify them for the computer. If you train an algorithm with data where you want the machine to figure out the patterns, then it's unsupervised learning. For example, you might want to feed the data about celestial objects in the universe and expect the machine to come up with patterns in that data by itself. If you give any algorithm a goal,
So as you can see here, this machine learning is having two algorithm, supervised and unsupervised learning. And there is one more kind of reinforcement learning is there. So this three algorithm, what do you mean by this? Okay, in short, I'm telling you, supervised learning algorithm in the sense when you have a input and output, you know. For example, uh, suppose tomorrow you have an exam and you know, like for the particular question, this is the answer. Okay, so tomorrow in the exam, if they ask the same question, you will able to write the same answer. What is that? Supervised learning. It means that you know this is the question, this is the answer, this is the question, this is the answer, right? Unsupervised algorithm means here I'm just talking about a different like algorithm inside machine learning. Like how is the thing? For example, as I said you, if I make you learn on any question and similar question come in the exam, you will able to pass it very efficiently, right, with a good score. Why? Because you know input and output both. Unsupervised in the sense what? When suppose I taught you the question like what is machine learning, but in exam they ask you what is machine learning and its use cases. Then you need to apply the logic there, like what will be the use cases and additional thing they ask. So that is unsupervised. It means that you have learned it, means you know the input, what is the input, the question, what is the machine learning. But in the exam, while testing it, while in the exam, they ask another question, what is machine learning, and tell the use cases. So in that scenario, you have to apply your own intelligence, and that comes the machine learning and like AI works. Means whatever you have learned, how you will going to perform on the exam when you got any unexception question, that is called unsupervised. And reinforcement learning is just like a suppose in the first test you score 90, and you get a reward that means you will get some chocolates. So next time you will improve more, and next time you will perform much better, so that you can get more chocolates or more gifts, right? So that is called reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is something what, this is I'm telling about a different algorithm. Okay, if any one of you is unable to understand, please ask me. Like some of the question they are asking me, uh, like what is the difference between AI and machine learning, right? So it is a part of that AI. Machine learning is a part of that artificial intelligence, where you will going to make machine learn, where you will going to make machine learn on the new things, where machine will going to perform from their own, like robots and all, right? So these all are a small like intro about this machine learning part.
The wall until it succeeds is an example of that. So there you go. Thanks for watching. And if you like my videos, please subscribe.
So this was a, short audio on this machine learning. Yes. So as you asked me the question on the machine learning, right? What is the difference and all? So this machine learning is based on that, means how machine can make an intelligent, right? How is the reinforcement learning used in AI? Okay. Reinforcement learning, this is a good question, but let me first introduce what is machine learning, and then I will come to your question. So as I said, you machine learning is a part of an artificial intelligence, because artificial intelligence is a big like domain, and in that domain there are a lot of things come, like deep learning, machine learning, reinforcement learning, and a lot of things comes under that. So machine learning means how you are training a machine so they can do the prediction or detection from that. For example, you can see this a kind of machine here. I'm passing several images here, and these images, they're doing a prediction, like whether it is cat, dog, or what, right? How it is doing that? Because you are making this machine intelligent enough to identify these images, like what is cat, what is dog, right? So this is called a machine learning. Machine learning only deals with like a machine data, where you will going to um, make machine intelligent enough. And I will going to comes to the various example of this. Like this is one how industry they work. You can see on one like my screen, like here, how the sampling machine is predicting on that, how the quality control or quality detection is done. You can see here, machine is picking this you can say a box, and then dropping a product on that. Here this quality control or quality checking is performed. So these all are machine based. These all are machine based. What do you mean by this? Here there is no manual intervention, like manually the person is not testing the quality. Whichever the product qualify the testing criteria. For example, there is some criteria, like for example mobile. Okay, if the mobile is working fine, all the features are working fine, I will forward it to the sell team, so they will going to sell it. But suppose if the mobile is having something issue, like display is not working or something, I will simply reject that from this quality control, right? So like this industry they works. So every industry, whether Google, Amazon, or manufacturing industry, or like mobile industry, Apple, everyone they are using it. This image, like I have explained you this video and why, because how this industry they are working. You might have seen in the discovery, like how the in foreign USA, Germany, Britain's, they are using this automatic machine that is completely based on your artificial intelligence and your machine learning base. So there are three algorithm I told you: supervised learning algorithm, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. Supervised, what do you mean by that? Where you know both input and output, where you know if I pass this image, I will get this output. For example, if you scan your fingerprint in the mobile to unlock it, it will definitely open. Why? Because it is supervised, because you have already taken that fingerprint. You have already like while doing the registration, or you can say while doing enrolling, you have already scanned your fingerprint. What about if I will enroll or I will scan it? It will not allow me. That is called unsupervised, because the fingerprint and the output was given at the same time. That is called supervised. Unsupervised means like you will going to pass your fingerprint and machine has to detect who is the person. Okay, just like in a previous example, that was a completely, you can say, this one is what supervised learning. Why? Because I am training this machine, I'm giving this data of cat and dog only, and I'm saying there to predict cat and dog only. But what about if I give image of all the animal and they will going to predict based on that? That is called unsupervised. Now you might got a difference. Supervised means you will pass cat and dog and they will going to predict cat and dog only. So that is the thing. If any of the image suppose belong to lion or tiger, then machine if able to detect it and give you the output, that is called, you can say, that is called unsupervised. And the reinforcement learning in the sense like where machine will learn from their own by doing mistake, then they will like pass this incorrect prediction to the machine back, then they will do again prediction like that. Means in reinforcement learning, like it is a reward base. Means every time you improve your performance and every time you try to do much better than other. This is the difference between. Hope you understand between these three algorithm. Now natural language understanding. So how Google they use this natural language understanding? In the sense like whatever the humans speak, like as I am speaking in English with you, other person they might speak in a Hindi. And okay, how many of you have used Google application? Most of them I think you have used, whether it is Google Map, Google Pay, or whether it is like many of you, right? Yes. So how your experience while working with this Google application, right? Obviously I will say like a great, because the programming that we do in this Google application to develop it is tested under lot of process. It's not like a one testing. This application is tested by the number of people and then it is launched in the market. So obviously the performance wise it always work well. So this in this slide, what why I'm added this slide to tell you how you can search a keyword just like a Google application or Google search engine. In this Google search engine, recently we added voice based search. So suppose if you speak in English, how machine will understand English? Suppose if I'm speaking in Hindi, if I say in a Hindi, like if I say mujhe class join karna hai, like in if I say in searching, by clicking on the search bar, if I say it, how it will going to identify what language I said, right? That is completely called as natural language understanding. Natural language means the language that we use to communicate, to understand, like English, Hindi, Telugu, regional language, like Tamil, Kannada, whatever it is. That is called a natural language. It comes under natural language. And Google is not only working on our Indian language, but it is working on France. It's working on German language and various language that worldwide, because Google application is using in a worldwide, right? So this is one example. If you see Google, how they Google translate it, this is one of the best application of this Google. Let me show you this Google applications. Like if you want to convert anything, suppose you go to the for study in a foreign and you don't understand what they said, you can directly search it here in a Google Translate. Just try adding the like a sentence what they said, or you can say them, please type it here in this Google Translate so that I can understand. So you don't need any additional person to understand the language. I personally use it like when I went it to this Hyderabad, there like to understand Telugu, I like I tried this. So you can try any language. Okay, yeah, here Hindi, Chinese, English. This drop down, you can see it here, right? If you see this drop down options, this one, right? By selecting this, you will get a lot of options to change the language, and whatever you are going to type, it will going to do the conversation. So this is one of the best example of Google, that how you can translate it. How many of you have used this, whether it is in mobile or like in how many of you use it? So here i I type it here, mera naam Andrew hai, and then I converted it into the English, that my name is Andrew. Oh, many of them you use it. It's really very fun, right? So I also use it when I started using this mobile. I was playing with this, but later on I come to know that this is a very good applications, and it's really helpful if you are alone and you are outside of India, or like in any place where the language is a concern, then you can use it. Google Map, you and this is one more application. So here also we are using this machine learning, artificial intelligence, and this previous one also. Here in this Google Translate also we use natural language processing. NLP is one module of the data science. So in the data science, what actually things is there? Let me first tell you the thing. Like you can see my screen. So inside this artificial intelligence, you have a different options, right? Either you can have a like NLP, okay, that is deep learning or machine learning, right? So there are different options are there. Let me explain you that are. First one is your computer vision. Second one is your NLP, that is called natural language processing, and this is your machine learning. So these are the three module. Okay, this machine learning will going to train a model so they can do prediction. That prediction will be supervised, unsupervised, reinforcement learning. NLP, NLP comes under natural language processing. That means you will going to process the natural language. As I said you, this Google Translate is completely based on this NLP. Okay, you might have seen whenever you want, like whether you have joined workshop before or what, they classify this in a different like sessions, means in a different session. Like suppose one person is taking computer vision and one is NLP and machine learning. So machine learning is used to train a model, means machine, and do the prediction, like a weather prediction. You can say example I'm giving you. Okay, this is one based weather prediction. Okay, and another for example in a Google, they are using it to predict the weather, to predict the location. So location is based on this. Next thing is NLP, Google Translate. This is a Google Translate is a application of this NLP, where you are working with the natural language processing, and this is a face recognition. So computer vision is one more application, or you can say one more module of data science, where we deal with the images and video. I will going to show you one video like this Google Map. Google Map, can anyone tell me it comes under which technology? Computer vision, NLP, machine learning. Please, can anyone tell me? According to you, what you feel till now? Yeah, some of them they said absolutely correct. Some of them little bit. So I told you it's based on computer vision. Now you might ask me, what is why computer vision? See, in this we are working with the image. We are working with this image. So it is a combination of this computer vision and machine learning. Computer vision will going to take an image from the satellite, because see, you are driving on the road, and this from the satellite, they just from the satellite they monitor you. They they just find out your current location, and based on that, machine learning and computer vision will come together and they create a Google Map. So this Google Map, we are using computer vision. Why computer vision? To just see you on the satellite or on the, like, to capture your current location, your current location. So machine learning will going to make it prediction, and computer vision will going to use to capture your location image. That is the reason I will going to show you, like, let's see the video first. This one. Okay, let me rub this first. Yeah, just see this video, this Google Map, how they are using it, right? Yes, can you see this, right? How we are finding out the route, right? How we are finding out the route. And this Google Map is used by every application. What are those third parties application like Uber and Ola, or like various application, they use it. Even Zomato guy, Zomato person, like in a Bangalore, when I order food, this Zomato person or like a Swiggy person, how they reach out to us? They reach out to us based on this Google Map. They just find it out how far we are from him, and then based on that, they can just reach out to us. So this is one of the best application, I can say, Google Map. And as I said you, this how you're finding it. So here you are using computer vision and machine learning both. Machine learning is used for like finding out your route, and the computer vision is from the satellite to obtain your location, because they use this satellite, they connected with the satellite, and that satellite is going to find out your locations. So this is a Google Map application, and this is not only going to tell you your current location, you can find it out restaurant, nearby restaurant, and you can search with the voice also, right? Like from where you want to board, from where you want to destination, right? So you can see it how many hour calculation is also done based on the different route. So this is completely based on this. If you might have used it, then you might have experienced it. It's very a good application of this Google Map. And we work on this Google Map daily. um, Being a Google guy, I'm also using in a company, because we have to update this code, whatever changes we need to make it on this Google Map. And this it's completely like a challenging roles in the company to doing this Google kind of AI ML, because we are impacting the lot of application. We have to manage 100 number of more than of an application at the same time, right? Because in a single mobile you are easily handle all the application, right? So this is an example how Google Map is impacting. Let's see one video that will give you a complete idea, like how machine learning they are going to give you an idea, and AI, and what is a learning term you will come to know from here. This is for just for entertaining, but this is really knowledgeable videos. Like from this video you will come to know what actually the AI, what is the term learning, and just see this, and then based on that I will ask you questions, so just watch it carefully. So here, how we develop the robots. Okay, this is the image for that. But before coming to that, what you understand from that video, can you just ping me like what you understand? Like what is the learning? There's a term learning that videos is completely based on, like how you are learning it. You might have seen in that video that robot, or like the person was falling down, or how he was detecting the obstacle, and how he was just uh, like following the different path to reach, right? That was completely based on machine learning, and what actually we do in the Google exactly like that. So that video was based on like how you can train the machine so that it can sense the gap in the data. Like you might have seen one sensor was jumping continuously on the path, right? He was detecting also the gap in between that. How that is detecting? That is done with the programming, and that is based on machine learning. Similarly, I've shown you in the video the concept that I was focusing was learning. There the person was falling when they are doing incorrect prediction of what? Height of the wall or height of the jump, right? So this thing we do in machine learning. When we do any wrong prediction, we learn it from that, and algorithm will do the same step again. Okay, you might have seen uh, like just like a human being. Suppose we got a less mark in exam, so what we do, we analyze our problems, right? Where we do the, like where we did mistake, and we next time we perform well, right? Like similarly we mimic on that machine learning. If they do incorrect prediction, suppose you try your fingerprint on a mobile, and it suppose it do incorrect prediction, or it is not allowing you to unlock your mobile. So what you just try after some time, that algorithm it works on completely that machine learning base. Means when you give that like prediction, when they accept fingerprint again, they will learn from that, and next time when you try it, you will definitely able to unlock. What do you mean by that? Let me repeat once again. Suppose you try login to your mobile with your fingerprint, and mobile due to some, like it happens, right? We normally in, like if you have a like a dust or carbon on your finger, then sometime it unable to detect. So meanwhile internally it keep on testing that fingerprint with the other images, other fingerprint, and next time when you type, after when you try after some time, like 15 to 20 minutes, or maybe the 10-minute or 5 minute, it will able to log in it. At that meantime it is doing learning again. That algorithm is efficient enough that they do learning again to do the correct prediction. So that was the video based on, and this video is the dancing robot that Google has developed recently in the last on 2019. Our CEO like Sundar Pichai, he has given workshops on that USA conference, and there we developed this robot of dancing robot. It's not a human being, it's a dancing robot that is train artificial intelligence. Means that is train, we have given him artificially the intelligence. Artificial intelligence means the intelligence that is artificially like assigned to this robot or a machine, so that they can do an operation like this robot. He is dancing like a, he's enjoying right? So same thing has happened, and this robot is not only dancing. This robot is like his name was based on the Google Siri. We have given the name to this robot, and this robot was efficient enough. We still have this in a Google lab. in the US, we still have this robot, and I did not get chance to see it, but I have seen this video. This robot was efficient enough to make a decision, calculation, lifting, pushing, pulling, all the operation it do. And we just need to give him an instruction. Let's start dance, Siri. It start dancing. So like this, we have seen the robot. Any question, any one of you have any question like how this robots and all? And one more application of spam ham detection. Just see this, and let's see. Let me tell you what actually this one. You might have used Gmail, right? So in the Gmail, sometime you might have received a message or like a mail that Dr. Batra kind of thing, or lottery, or like a 1 crore surprise prize reward, such type of fake mail, right? Those are like a spam, right? So sometime you might have seen those mail are usually in the spam folder. You do one thing today, you just log in your Gmail, or right now you can do it. Just log in the Gmail. In the Gmail inbox, near inbox, if you go down, there is a one icon called more. This more button, when you click it, you will find inside this more spam folder. Click on this spam folder. You will find a lot of mail there. You just open one of the mail. I repeat once again, when you log in the Gmail, there you will find inside the inbox, below the inbox, more option. Just click on that more option. Their spam folder is there. In that spam folder, you will get a lot of mail that is filled with reward, discounted price, or like a lottery, Dr. Batra. I always get this, and so these are called spam mail. And what is ham? Ham is like a normal mail, that is an official one and authenticate one, or like a correct one, like just like tomorrow we have a session, so please join the tectonics session, or like tomorrow we have a session, so like that. So it's like um go means spam or ham detection, and it is based on a complete machine learning. This is a supervised algorithm where you will pass 100 of mail with their classification, like how this machine learning they works. Okay, so in the machine learning, when we do it, we pass two things. Okay, we pass this mail. Okay, like 100 of mail. Out of those 100 of mail, we pass like the data like this. So you get like a mail like this. Okay, so when we train a machine learning algorithm, there are a lot of algorithm are there. This 2 hour will be not sufficient to tell all those algorithm, but I'm telling you the logic how it works. So in this logic, like when you see it, when we train the algorithm, training means just like you give training to yourself. Like suppose you want to learn swimming, right? So there is one coach who train you, and you learn swimming. Then you will train for a certain time, and then you will do practice from your side. You do mistake, you learn, right? Similarly, machine learning is also like that. Here the concept artificial intelligence. So what we do, we just use algorithm means your program, whether Python programs and all, and there is some logic behind it. So this data science or machine learning is completely based on your mathematics. So how many of you interested in mathematics, or statistic, mathematics, probability? How many of you interested in that? So if you are interested, then I will say like you are very near to the data science, or like a data engineering or data analysis field, because these are the subjects that will help you to crack the data science job, or to reach to the big company for a machine learning, because all the things are based on your mathematics. So I see that many of them, they paying like me, or all are interested. That's great. If you are really interested in mathematics, then you can see yourself like in ML and a data scientist or data engineer in the future, because you will definitely going to work on that area, it means. So here you can see in the screen I have shown you. So when we pass the algorithm this data, we pass all the mail and this classification also, whether it is spam or ham. So based on this, okay, this is I'm giving you two example, but when we work with the machine learning algorithm, we give almost 1 lakh of data like this only. Then based on this training, any new email if come, let me suppose tomorrow one email come like this. Can you tell me this third line will be of spam or ham? The third line, this mail, third line is actually the mail content. If anyone get it, what it will be, spam or ham? Yeah, correct. It's spam. So how you understand, right? How the machine learning they works? You will going to train it on this like a set of one mail and their classification. This you can say is a supervised. Why supervised? Because you have a both output also and input also, right? And tomorrow lottery you will get is a spam mail, so it will going to classify that it is spam. So like this it works. Let me rub this and show you this example. So you can see it here. Here I'm typing a message, and based on that it will going to tell like what kind of mail it is. So you can see here, when I type it and click on this let's check button, it is printing that the result is either spam or ham, like that. So as you can see it here, right? So hope you understand what is spam or ham, and it is completely based on machine learning. And this is the Google part. This Google is using it, and it is spam. It's like present in that spam folder. And this is one application you can see. So this is I'm telling you, this is a Gmail, and your right hand side you can see it's like Google Meet. You might have nowadays using this Google Meet and Zoom to attend a session, right? And this your left hand side is a Gmail screen, that Google Map, how it's providing the features to different people. And you can see this here, different options, right? This Gmail, when you click on this Gmail, you can see the images. These all are based on completely machine learning and AI. Means how this mail will be classified spam or ham, and it will prevent you. Suppose it might be happen. And one more thing, you have you tried to send any software with Gmail? You can't do it because Gmail will not allow exe file, because it is a virus, right? So Gmail, it predict that also. When you try to add any exe file, just try today sending an exe file to any of your friend. Gmail will not allow this, because it can be a virus. So how they detect that? It's completely based on machine learning and AI. And this Google Meet, nowadays many people they are attending this Google Meet, right? They are using this to attend classes. And Google search, this is the, I can say, the biggest example of this Google map, and like means sorry, Google applications. And we are all using it. um, you should say thanks to it, like it helps many of people for clearing an exam, right? Google, we can search it in the exam if we like for exam preparation. If we have any doubt, we just search it in the Google. So how this they're searching, they find it out internally. They use keyword. What is keyword? For example, let me give you one idea. Suppose tomorrow you have an exam, and you just type AI. Now you can type it, just open the Google search and type AI and press enter. It will show you the number of options. What it will going to show you, it will give you option of video, audio, image, text, blogs. It will give you a paper, research paper. All these options you will get it with respect to this artificial intelligence. So it means that just to prepare for AI, you are getting this much options, right? and you can search it with your voice also. With the help of voice, you can just keep a mobile in front of you and say like, hey Google, please tell me artificial intelligence, what is artificial intelligence. And you might have seen the ad also. I have seen the ad in the Google. You might have seen Google ad also in the television. One girl is asking about tell me the name of scientific name of a fish, and it reply also. Have you seen that ad? Yeah. Great. So like this is a keyword, means they based on the keyword they find it out. Let's see this video, how Google Assistant they help to find it out. Like if you want to search based on the voice, how Google Assistant is one service given by Google. Just see this.
When we started, we made this for everyone, so that everyone could find anything they need among the millions of bazillions of things in the world. Today, it seems like sometimes it's easy to feel like you need a little help with the stuff just in your own world. Your photos, phone, videos, calendars, messages, friends, trips, reservations, and so on and so on. Wouldn't it be nice if you had some help with all that? Wouldn't it be nice if you had a Google for your world? That's why we're building the Google Assistant.
Hi, Amy. How can I help?
You just ask it what you need. Okay, Google, what do I have to do today? And your assistant understands and helps you out. You can even carry on a conversation with it. How long will it take to get to downtown Chicago from home?
Here you go.
What restaurants are there? Book a table at Cortino Restaurant.
Sure.
And the assistant is always there for you. So if you're on the road, you can ask it where to fill up. And if you're at home, you can ask it to play some music. Or if you're in a chat with a friend, it can show you what's playing tonight. It's like your own personal Google. Naturally, anything you share with it is safe and secure. And the more you use your Google Assistant, the more useful it becomes. Remember, my byte combo is 326.
Got it.
And soon, you'll be able to access it from all sorts of places, so it will be everywhere you are. We made this for everyone. And today, we're making this just for you.
Hi, how can I help?
Meet your Google Assistant.
Okay, many of them they want to see again. So let's play once again.
You need among the millions of bazillions of things in the world. Today, it's
Let me on that your
seems like
yeah.
sometimes it's easy to feel like you need a little help with the stuff just in your own world. Your photos, phone, videos, calendars, messages, friends, trips, reservations, and so on and so on. Wouldn't it be nice if you had some help with all that? Wouldn't it be nice if you had a Google for your world? That's why we're building the Google Assistant.
Hi, Amy. How can I help?
You just ask it what you need. Okay, Google, what do I have to do today? And your assistant understands and helps you out. You can even carry on a conversation with it. How long will it take to get to downtown Chicago from home?
Here you go.
What restaurants are there? Book a table at Cortino Restaurant.
Sure.
And the assistant is always there for you. So if you're on the road, you can ask it where to fill up. And if you're at home, you can ask it to play some music. Or if you're in a chat with a friend, it can show you what's playing tonight. It's like your own personal Google. Naturally, anything you share with it is safe and secure. And the more you use your Google Assistant, the more useful it becomes. Remember, my byte combo is 326.
Got it.
And soon, you'll be able to access it from all sorts of places, so it will be everywhere you are. We made this for everyone. And today, we're making this just for you.
Hi, how can I help?
Meet your Google Assistant.
So how many of you understand right this Google Assistant and how they are using it? So this Google Assistants can help you if you are nowadays girls they are using it and not only girls, everyone they are using it. But I've seen many one like when they visit to the new place first time, and they find anything difficult, they can just search it just with the help of Google Assistant. Google Assistant can help you to answer you based on your query. So that is completely based on which uh, domain you I told you, right? Computer vision, machine learning, NLP. What was that? We are using this natural language processing, NLP, there, because we are speaking in a English or our language that is trying to understand by your Google Assistant. It will going to answer you also based on that language also, if you prefer. Yeah, correct. Most of them, they said correct. NLP, machine learning, great. So I think you really interesting. This audience are really much interesting about this artificial intelligence and machine learning. I can see from the answer, like, right? So this very really interesting stuff. So let's see one more video that is completely based on how you can use mobile and the Google applications to search, to find out, and the searching based on the keyword, images, how you can send it. So this is a normal video that I have added it. If you want to search any shop, that also you can do it, and you can send the location also to it. Recently, when I told you, like, whenever I wanted to move anywhere, uh, like in Bangalore or any city, I use this Google map or like this Google application to find out the nearest restaurant. I remember when I just passed out from the college, and when I went to Bangalore first time, like I was not aware much about it, like means where is the restaurant, or like where is a nearby flat to stay. I was just searching it, and at that time, it's I was searching it at that time, but I was not much aware about it. Like we can search in a voice, and we can search like typing this and all. This I learned when I joined this Google, and then when I started working on this, developing this program or this machine learning. At that time, I come to know like we can do this thing, and these are the different products that we have on this Google, or this as the motive or as the theme of this today's workshop, how Google impacting today's world with the help of this AI and machine learning. So how this Google's AI and machine learning impacting the whole world is with the help of this example. Android. Many of you are using this Android mobile, right? Is built on that. Who is handling that? Google. Your search engine, and your who is handling that? Google. And like Gmail, Assistant, even you keep photos also, right? You keep photos on like Google, and Drive, you upload your like a data on the Drive. And Play Store, obviously I forgot to tell you, Play Store. Whenever you want to download PUBG game or any game, bike racing or car racing or any of this application, you use Play Store, right? And that Play Store is handled by what? Google Play Store, right? So I'm not telling like miss like everything is Google is managing, it's like that. But what technology is working behind it, that is machine learning. All machine learning will going to use to find out the route, that is the best route out of the set of route in the direction. It helps you to give direction. It tells you the nearby shops, or like whatever the shops, or like nearby uh, like hotels. Whenever you go to the new place, Play Store will going to suggest you. Suggestion is based on the recommender system, that which app you should install. Like suppose yesterday I installed one application, Zoom. So that in Zoom it is giving me Zoom Lite. It is giving me some other application also for video meeting. So that suggestion is based on this machine learning and recommender system. Just like in Amazon, when we buy any cloth, right? You all are using Amazon, Flipkart, right? Online shopping, Myntra, right? So when you do any purchasing there, it suggests you, right? It recommend you, right? Yeah, correct. So this is like these are the applications of that Google is impacting AI and machine learning in that, and how efficiently we are using artificial intelligence and AI. So these are the different products which are completely based on machine learning. And as I said you, it's like a learning, giving intelligence to it. So we write a code, just we write the code in different languages, and we deploy this application to you. you are using this application, and you are use and with the use of your application. Okay, one more thing. When you log in with your Gmail, YouTube, it was suggesting you the set of video that you have seen previously related to that. Like for example, when my grandparent they use the mobile, whenever I use his mobile in YouTube, I saw all the original videos. I wanted to see some musics and some technology based video or like a movies and all. But like my parents, and when I use their mobile in YouTube, I see like regional videos or some old movies and like that. So that is suggestion is based like a recommender system. It is recommending you that you should also watch that video based on that previous video. So that is also a kind of machine learning. Google Pay, you might have used Google Pay also to pay in the shops whenever you go for purchasing anything. So you use Google Pay. That is also completely the good example of a Google. And in this, machine learning is used for location finding. It you might have seen whenever you pay it, it asks you to on the location. That location is based on artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence in the sense like when it is you on the location. So what is internally working to find out your location? Your Gmap, or you can say Google Map, right? In Google Map, you find out the direction, right? But in application, we use the satellite that is completely based on machine learning, artificial intelligence based Gmap. So whenever you want to pay it, you need to on the location. Otherwise, it you won't allow to pay, right? That is used to find out from where you are paying. So in case of any fraud or anything, you can we can trace your mobile. One more thing, if you have keep your location on your mobile, then with the help of Google Map also we can find it out your mobile. Like if it is not switch off, if it is switch off, then it will be difficult, but if it is on, then we can find it out your mobile. And Google Pay, as I said you, is one of the best example of online payment. And in this online payment also, they are giving you reward, right? This reward or like different kind of thing. This is based on what? AI. Reward, that terms reward, reinforcement learning. Somebody asked me the question, can you relate this reinforcement learning with this Google Pay? Any one of you? Can any one of you just try to this reinforcement learning that I starting? Yes, correct. Most of them they are telling the same correct thing. Okay, great. Some of them they mentioned that they want 203 rupees. Okay, yeah. So that is called a reinforcement learning based on the reward, right? Means based on the reward you are getting. Okay, so this reward, okay, as you get more reward, more transaction you will do with the Google Pay, right? I have a very I use this Google Pay. I have a bad experience with other application, so I using Google Pay because I started paying Google Pay. I was getting a reward, so that is based on the reinforcement learning. As you see, you are getting reward. You will use Google Pay more as compared to other application, and this is our human being mentality. So this is true exactly. Yeah, correct. And you get an option also, like sometime you don't get cashback, but you get the option like if you purchase this, like recently I purchased a lens cart lens, so I got a discount of 500 out of 2000 spectacle. So that is kind of option you are getting, that is completely based on reinforcement learning. Means the more reward you are getting, more you will going to do transaction from this Google Pay. So this machine will perform much better next time. Means as you can see, think logically, as you get reward, you will use more Google Pay. So Google Pay will be always be a choice for you to use it, right? So similarly in machine learning also it happens. As you get a reward, performance you improve it, next time you perform more much better, or next time you do more transaction on the Google Pay. For example, Paytm, you did one transaction and you got 2 rupees. In Google Pay you got 10 rupees or 5 rupees. Then we will move to Google Pay, right? So this is the kind of thing we do it. And one more thing, this is the this year Google has introduced the hardware also. You have seen means in Google they have providing this earbud that is called a Pixel Bud, and this is the like a very good quality of that earbud. The sound quality was really good. We have tested it, and like in Google data center they have tested it, and recent it will soon it will be available in the market, and everyone they will going to use it. So like machine learning and AI, they are impacting at an application level. Okay, but the hardware also there, Google is working fine on this earbud kind of thing. So Google is using it AI intelligence on this Pixel to improve the sound quality. For example, you listen one song of any singer, who is your favorite one, you listen. Suppose nowadays Indian Idol is going on the television, so suppose some of them they listen the music. So you, if you face that video call sound quality is not coming fine, this is has a features that it can improve its performance next time based on that application itself. It means that you can connect it to your system, and if it's not performing well, if the audio quality is not good, then it can be learned. This AI technology based application are installed on this, so they can improve the sound quality every time. And the best thing is their noise cancellation. You can see I'm using this headphone, right? This headphone is doesn't having that noise cancellation much means, but this Pixel Bud, when you will attend the meeting, has a feature that it won't capture the surrounding noise, and that is based on machine learning. And again, it's an example of like machine learning based, where it will not going to capture the noise from the surrounding area. And that is the reason like Google is developing and working on this field. It's really interesting, right? Means if you use headphone, and the background noise of kitchen or your other another room, or like some bikes or will not come while attending the meeting, right? So this is the one example of this Pixel Bud. And this is the driving less car. Just see this, how this car is working. This driver is not controlling it, it's controlling based on this Google map, and it is seeing the object on the road and turns, and it is traveling. Just see this video once, and like see like how if you have any question you can please ask, and like see how they are finding the route, how it is turning. Yeah, correct. Yes, correct, Tesla, correct. So you all know everything, right? So right, correct people, they said the correct example. So see, this is the one of the, yes, so this is one of the great application. So guys, hope you understand about this artificial intelligence and machine learning. And in the previous video I've shown you these all are like means the object detection based, like there's no or voice or audio here. There's just an image I've added it, like to show you like how this object we detected with the help of machine learning. Like whenever a driverless car, okay, say driverless car, how they will going to detect object on the path, right? This is completely based on machine learning. And now can anyone tell me it comes under which module? We have shown three one, right? Object detection, so we have shown computer vision and NLP, machine learning. So which module it comes? Yes, yeah, many of them they are giving the correct answer, and really I'm happy to see that. Yeah, correct. Computer vision. Why computer vision? Because their satellite is going to capture the videos and the audios. Means the satellite will going to capture like from this what object is currently moving, and they can find it out our location. Okay, like for example, here based on this object, we use a ML algorithm that is called computer vision algorithm. We use OpenCV, Yono. These are the recently developed algorithm. this algorithm, whatever object is coming in front of us, like you can see my this like a face also, right? Now you can see when I'm moving it, something, you can see my background, right? How it is working, see, it's showing me only this part, right, on the video. Because if like I'm moving my hand here, but you can't see it, but when I'm coming it here, it's visible. What is that, right? The applications based on this object detection, this Google Map and all, they're working on this. The driverless car, they analyze whatever the object coming in front of that. Now you see carefully that it is showing car, okay, it is showing person in the box, it is showing that. You can see traffic light also, it is showing, you can see the traffic light, it is showing that. Means it is not only detecting the object, but it is detecting the label also. With that label means what kind of object it is. I will going to show you in my next few slide what label I'm talking about. You can see person, car, truck, you can see the truck also, traffic light. These all are based on this object detection, and it is an example of computer vision. Computer vision is a module which is based on deep learning neural network algorithm. We will not go in a deep in the algorithm, but I'm very happy to like see this, that you got the difference between three application or three domain of this data science and artificial intelligence, and you can easily classify that it in which technology it will comes. That really interesting, and I'm really from this I thought that you really understand in the today's workshop. So let's see further. I have added many more thing in the interesting thing in this. Let's see this video once and enjoy this video, and then based on that we'll see.
It's like magic. You search for a product online and all of a sudden you see it on every platform that you have: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and even right here on YouTube. Well, it's not magic. It's actually artificial intelligence working. And Google is so far ahead in the research and development of the most advanced AI that it could very well be the future of what artificial intelligence will be built upon. Hello and welcome back to the channel, everyone. Here we go in depth with the tech world and bring everything that is amazing about it right in front of you. Hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things tech, and be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. Let's dive in. Everyone knows of artificial intelligence as being this absolutely dangerous thing. I mean, the movies paint a pretty dark picture of what happens if someone that utilizes artificial intelligence were to revolt, but this is just one side view of what artificial intelligence, or simply AI, actually is. Google's DeepMind consists of a team of extraordinary scientists, engineers, and machine learning experts of many diversified fields, just to name a few. The group began with the understanding that intelligence is something that gives us as human beings the upper hand in life. It's how we create, how we learn, and through that learning, they are able to become inspired to develop computer systems that learn to offer solutions to problems that may have been difficult for others to solve. And this is done all on its own. The CEO and co-founder behind the brilliant development is Demis Hassabis. It began as a simple learning AI startup in London in 2010 alongside Shane Legg and Mustafa Suleiman. The two Hassabis and Legg met while they were doing their postdoc work at University College London's Gatsby Computational Neuroscience Unit, while Habis and Mustafa had already been family friends. The mission of DeepMind was to simply solve intelligence, and with that intelligence, solve everything else. In those early days of development, early investors came from big, high-profile names. Google caught wind of the team and quickly went to purchase the company for around $549 million. Even with Google's purchase, the company has remained an independent entity that is based out of London. One of the most memorable visuals that have come from Google's DeepMind AI is the video depicting the DeepMind neural network learning how to walk, run, and jump. The actions of the simulator were done all from the software's ability to learn, grow, and adapt. Imagine being confused about a situation or being in a place to where there is a dilemma and maybe you cannot conceive a solution as quickly as one would need. Google's DeepMind offers those solutions. You wouldn't even have to think twice about that challenge anymore with the help of Google's DeepMind AI. Replicating. Aside from learning how to navigate program terrains, DeepMind has successfully been able to not only replicate, but actually create images from absolutely nothing but a blank canvas. For this to be possible, researchers used ImageNet as a database to provide real-world sample images for the AI to learn from. This is not a relatively new algorithm. The algorithm uses generative adversarial networks, GAN, a type of AI algorithm that has existed for some time now. But what makes the DeepMind AI's image generation unique is how much it has been able to improve compared to the previous tests with the algorithm. In terms of the quality metrics used to assess artificially generated images, the samples created by DeepMind's AI outperformed other attempts by a significant margin. Working with human variables. To make things even more abundantly clear about how much future capabilities and possibilities are to be affected by Google's DeepMind, we take one further look into its competitive algorithm. DeepMind is known for beating players at board games and anticipating other human players' moves. But what has been improved greatly is its ability to now do this in teams, meaning that this AI is now able to learn and operate effectively even considering the normal yet variable human nature. Go was created in China about 3,000 years ago. It's a pretty old and classic game. In order to win, the players must utilize multiple layers of strategical planning. The goal is to surround and capture the opponent's stones or strategically create spaces of territory. Once all the moves that were possible are played, the player with the highest number becomes victorious. In its early stages, AIs could not handle the sheer vast amounts of possibilities that were capable and simultaneously compute strategical counter movements. AlphaGo, however, became the first computer program to win against a human professional Go player. Over time, AlphaGo was able to improve and become better and better at understanding and learning that led to much more advanced and competitive decision-making processes. This is also known as reinforced learning. AlphaGo went further to becoming the first AI to also beat a world Go champion and is now being deemed the strongest Go player in the world. The AI strategizes each move and anticipates all other possible movements that a human player would make. During an announcement for the AI, it was said that through new developments and reinforcement learning, our agents have achieved human-level performance in Quake 3 Arena Capture the Flag, a complex multi-agent environment and one of the canonical 3D first-person multiplayer games, DeepMind said in an announcement. These agents demonstrate the ability to team up with both artificial agents and human players. Validity. After a brief partnership with the Moorfields Eye Hospital in London, DeepMind's AI learned how to detect and correctly diagnose over 50 eye diseases. This was achieved by having DeepMind analyzing thousands of scans. This includes glaucoma, macular degeneration, and other diseases that cause visual impairment. Researchers said that the AI showed performance in making a referral recommendation that reaches or exceeds that of experts. Of course, we understand that computers will not be putting doctors out of a job anytime soon, but to be able to see the amazing accomplishments of this at such a youthful stage is absolutely astonishing. It was even reported that through the medical testing of the visual impairment that Google was extending its research into breast cancer screening as well. The world is seeing this technology grow at a rapid rate currently. DeepMind's ability to succeed also comes from the vast numbers of differentiating fields. They are constantly growing the team and bringing different perspectives that can address differing situations. Computer science, neuroscience, ethics, and public policy to responsibly pioneer AI systems. The possibilities. The possibilities become endless with what DeepMind is able to produce. Currently, one of the main highlights of the program is understanding protein folding. Learning and understanding how proteins fold will help scientists and researchers get a better comprehension of all living organisms. To accelerate that process, a system named AlphaFold was created to accurately predict the shape of proteins. As confusing as it may seem, it has massive potential in every field of biology when dealing with disease, treatments, and even unlock new opportunities for areas to improve on when dealing with life itself. Challenges. Running multi-million-dollar AI isn't cheap, and one absolutely massive issue at hand is the costs associated with the research and development. In 2018, the program spent over $750 million, according to the Financial Times. The funds went towards mostly salaries for the 838 employees. Additionally, there is the seemingly overbearing billion-dollar debt that is owed to Google. There are not concerns of default at this time, yet it is still a fact that the company is facing. Another factor in some of the challenges that are focused on the public's view is the departure of high-level executives. This can pose an issue in the public's eye that can severely hurt the company's profit. Summary: artificial intelligence is the future. We use forms of it in our everyday lives. It's in our jobs, our homes, our phones, cars, and one day, maybe even in our clothes. Think of the day that your shirt or coat can sense your body heat and make changes to how tight or loose it may become depending on your learned behavior. It can seem a tad creepy at first, but in reality, it may be what actually sets us so far into the world of possibilities that we can't even conceive what would be next. DeepMind isn't just a regular AI, it is the future of AI as we know it. Thanks for watching, and as always, if you enjoyed what you just saw, leave a like and press that subscribe button to stay in the know of what you need to know. Thanks, see you next time.
So guys, hope you understand from this video what actually the AI and artificial intelligence and the gaming application that we develop is completely based on reinforcement learning. Is it really interesting? From you, I want to know, like, are you really interesting to learn and artificial intelligence and go ahead from this? Okay, many of name I have seen, yes. Yeah, that's great. You can follow the YouTube channel. I have this video that I've added it. These are completely Google application. You can just search for this Google AI and ML in YouTube. You will find such more videos and you can follow it and start preparing from now onwards. If you have a dream to be a rich to a big companies or like to become a AI data scientist. And you can see this another image that I've added here. I was talking about the label detection, right? In the starting, label means by looking into the image, when you scan an image, you can find it out whether it is lion, whether it is tiger, whether it is leopard, whether it is elephant. That is called a label detection. Means label you are adding it. For example, with me, what is the label added with me to identify me? Like for example, Google, or like for example, my name Amit, or for example, the webinar that I'm giving today. So the label is added with me that can identify me, right? Miss, who am I? So this label is called detection. What is present in that image, we find out of the label. Okay, for example, you scan a note. Okay, rupees, Indian rupee note, you scan it, and you can scan it. What is there? You will find like a image of like our respected Gandhi ji, and the image of like suppose governor, or like suppose, or you can say in the note whatever the thing is there, like rupees or 50, that digit you can scan it, the label you can find it out. Face detection, optical character recognition, logo detection, Google logo you can detect it, landmark detection, nearby the landmark, right? This is an example of face recognition. Just see this video, like how Google they are doing this face recognition and they are identifying this. With the face recognition, we identify the like expression also. If you have used this mi mobile or Apple mobile, while capturing the selfie, it take your face on the box and it give you suggestion what's your age, gender, expression. If you have seen it, or if you have might use some of them, have you ever used it, mi mobile and or any mobile where you are taking a capture and showing what's your age estimation, it is showing you. It's based on your structure of the like a face, what is the age. But sometime it estimate nearly, sometime it estimate wrong, but that is completely based on the scenario we are taking the image, right? This is, you can see the expression, how the expression changing correctly, right? How this based on this expression, this is detecting. It is also based on expression when how the scanner works. Suppose I'm smiling, okay, so based on my structure, my lips will get extend, my eyes will get changed. So the image, when they machine learning or artificial intelligence, when they scan an image, they will see the structure of my face, and based on that they do detect prediction. The third image you can see, she is scanning her card, and based on that she is getting a entry on the lift or the door. that is based on AI machine learning. That is called optical character recognition, whether we can say face recognition, expression recognition. This is one more video. You can see how internally the face recognition application works. We process it in a several images, and then the prediction is done. This speed is so fast that we never come to know, but internally it's take a long process to do the face detection. Just try once if you have not done. Try once with detecting your face on the mobile and see it, or you can watch the videos of this Google or very AI ML in the YouTube. There you will find such videos like how the prediction is actually works in the Google and how we are working on this. In order to write this code, it's very long, lengthy process to write this code, but when we run it, the internally a long process is taken, but it won't take much time. However, algorithm writing obviously need time because we have to study it, but when you work on application, it won't take that much time. So any of you having any question, please ask, like that machine learning base, what you feel that you can ask. If you have any doubt, please ask. Okay, many of them you are typing it. Okay, longer the code, more time. It's not like that. One person he asked me like longer the code, more time take. Yeah, but it depends on the logic, like what logic you are writing. So as I said, in Google, what we are doing is research and development. We have to research first whether it is applicable or whether it will come to the market or whether it is impacting or what. Suppose if I develop any technology and it is of no use, then our hard work will going to be waste. So every company, they do research and development, and that is the R&D take time. But once development, for modification and changes or creating new version won't take much time. Are there any type of AI, artificial intelligence having a subset and module, but they are not a types like that, differ in that. While face recognition, do our eye play any role? No, eye doesn't play any role. In eye recognition, it play roles. When you do eye recognition, at that time your iris, like you can see on my face, this iris, they will get captured. So pattern of this iris will be play a role. But face recognition, they just want the structure of the face, your nose, your eyebrow structure, your hair, your lips, and with their expression, it's getting extend or reducing, like that. No, AI is not differ from ML. ML is a subset of AI. When you talk about artificial intelligence, in that artificial intelligence, all the thing will come together. Machine learning, natural language processing, deep learning. Machine learning, what is naive? That is naive Bayes algorithm you are talking, right? So that is comes under like machine learning. It's type of how you can use this process. Code take more than time face. Okay, some of them they are questioning, is ML important for automation industry? A very good question asked by a person like Nitish, like how this ML important for this automation industry. I've shown you one video, if you remember in the industry, how we are processing that. This one. So from this idea, you got an idea like how this industry, AI and ML, they're important from this automation industries. They are automating all the machine. Okay, for when you use with automobile also, they are dropping automobile or like a production manufacturing. So they are used for quality checking. Okay, dropping down, pulling down the machines on the right position. So in various industry, we are using automation industry, we are using artificial intelligence, and based on that quality checking, how you'll do, how machine will, they will do quality checking. They have some certain criteria, we program it. For example, if kg is greater than 1000, if kg is greater than 5, stop packaging. So it will stop packaging. That we need to program it. We need to write printing barcode. If packaging of item is done, then the next stage, printing barcode, it will going to print it. So program you need to write down for that. How we can communicate, right? I've shown you all the example, and I hope this session was very interesting and quite informative for you, and you learn a lot from this.
When we started, we made this for
So this different video, you can watch it like from the YouTube, and you can learn a lot from this videos. And I hope like you have this AI and ML will you have worked previously, so it quite impacting for you also. Let's see some more questions like who have asked. Okay, CSE, AI, ML, EC. Okay, from branch perspective, I will say like see if you are going for a like if you are in 12th standard and just now you are moving for like your graduations and all, then I will suggest you you can go for machine learning, or I will suggest you like you can go for like computer science, EC, or whatever it is. But I will say like just make your mathematics strong. Mathematics, if you have a strong, it's very easy for you to move to this like machine learning part, and as well as coding. You might need to require a coding with mathematics. So mathematics and coding, you need it. Otherwise, in whichever branch you have done it, it's not matter. However, if you are from computer science, then obviously it will be more easier for you to grasp the knowledge and to understand from the computer science perspective. So decide what you want to move. When I was in 12th standard, when I like in my mind it was clear that I have to select CSE, computer science, so I have selected that. So it based on you. If you are interested toward electronics, if you are interested toward electrical uh, like items or like electrical devices to make that, or if you want to machine learning now, many colleges they have a machine learning and data science as a branch. If you can take that, that is also a good approach to start making a career on the artificial intelligence and data science. So I will say start preparing from now onwards. Start making your mathematics, your conceptual, your virtualization power strong. How you can virtualize machine, how the machine will going to work, that you need to think. And three question: what, why, and how will make you strong on any topic. What, why, and how, like why it is happening, how you can say, and why it is there, what is this thing. That will, if you are curious, curiosity you should not drop from you. Curiosity if you have, you can learn anything. So that's a kind of experience that I'm sharing with you. And I hope if you have any other question, please ask. BSc data science, yeah, BSc data science is good. You are having a mathematics in that, so obviously it's good. AI, IoT, cloud computing is a boom nowadays. You will definitely learn a lot in this. IoT roles is like IoT based smart devices, like a smart appliance and a home appliance you have. So these are based on that IoT. You can take any branches, any like a graduation stream, but you should have a strong in mathematics and data science. And
So,
at the end, just wanted to say, you can connect me on LinkedIn, GitHub, and on the YouTube also. If you find my session was interesting and informative for you, then you can connect me on this links, or you can follow me here. And I hope like if you connect, we will get more informative and more knowledge I can share. See, reaching any big company is looking complex at the first step. Everyone they think like it's very difficult to reach any big company, but it's not like that. If whatever you are doing in your day-to-day life, if you are doing it like means sincerely, or you can say like if you have an interest on that, then obviously it's very easy to reach there. Even for example, for me also, uh, when I given the JE mains, my rank was not that much good. I was unable to crack NIT or IIT. Means I was not getting computer science branch. So I did my BTech from like government engineering college from here and from my same city. But I wanted to crack some good institute, so I was preparing for GATE, and I got a under 1,000 rank, and I got an IT Rourkela. So there I did it. So I will just say, like, never disappointed it. Lot of opportunity comes, and you have to just know like at what time what opportunity comes. So you just have to grab it. And once you reach to the institute, then it's on you. You have to explore more, start learning. And one more thing, before I was Google, I was in Oracle. So I was feeling like how we can crack it. So I was in habit of doing challenges. Google, every time they explore challenges where you can solve the questions. Challenges in the sense, like, suppose we have given the polling question. So in that same way, they give you a coding. You can do that coding, and if your performance was good, you can definitely get a call from the Google, or like they organize a drive also where they call you based on your working skill. So it's not a big like a big thing that you everyone they can crack it if they have a if they work sincerely their everyday task. Like whatever you do it sincerely. And one more thing, like, don't hesitate to ask like if you have a doubt. All the best, all of you, and thank you from once again everyone for joining the session. Thank you, everyone.